Welcome to the bold analysis, ladies and gentlemen. This is the best political podcast, very informative, and we try to keep it with the facts. Now, on this one, look at this article here. Kalenjin rebels, desperate moves at State House gate. I don't know why there is this obsession with the State House. Everyone really wants to get the eye of the State House. And in this video, I want us to look at behind the scene intrigues of William Ruto's Rift Deep State that seems to be controlling the politics in the Rift and how the rebels are getting humiliated. But who is behind, and is President Ruto inaccessible? Is it becoming difficult to access? I promise you that we'll revisit this tomorrow in another video that I'll share on what exactly is happening from North Kenya. Welcome to The Bold. Kindly subscribe, click the notification bell, and also like our video. Give this video a thumbs up. When you give the video a thumbs up, that's when the rating increases and it's going to be recommended to many viewers by there. That's how YouTube works. So that's why we insist. We try to ask you people to subscribe to us, to our channel. Ruto's deep state was trimmed, and the likes of Oscar Sudi and Caleb Kositany seems to be in the periphery. And in our fact sheet, in this analysis, I want us to look at who is really matters, and what exactly is happening. Davis Chirchir and Kipchumba Murkomen and Simon Chelugui, the three cabinet appointees. Remember, the one for Labour also is the former Kericho women rep. But the three cabinet nominees are the ones that are on the side of the cabinet. Transport was key for William Ruto because of the matters of KPA. Energy, Ruto have great interest there. If the past history is serving us right, Simon Chelugui Hustler Fund falls under his docket. Then we have the State House operative, the two men, Felix Kosgei, State House Controller, and Farouk Kibet, the man behind the wheel, but is normally the faceless man. Mostly people don't see what exactly he's doing, but he's a very powerful man. I also want to mention about the two David Langat and David Muge. These two are actually believed to be the ones that planned the UK tour, the UK and the US tour in February at the campaign period. And they could have been the persons behind Ruto's fundraising. And of course, powerful people that coordinated how Ruto was going to manage the campaigns. After the elections, Kalenjin rebels have found themselves in the crossroads. And from that article, I want to give you, just unseal for you how the State House team, the deep state team, are really frustrating what others have called Kalenjin rebels. During the burial of Ainabkoi MP William Chepkut, UDA and either even a host of powerful leaders from the Rift skipped the event because it is understood. Remember, Chepkut was suffering cancer, and so he really spent a lot of his money on treatment, and he died living in a poor servant's quarter here in Nairobi. It is understood that during that moment, even by the time he was sick, remember he lost that seat to a UDA candidate. He tried to meet Ruto a couple of times through Murkomen, but that could not be. That that went to vain. And that's why when he died, there was no beat. You could not see, even though it was a very big, it was supposed to be a very big event, but you could not see the UDA Rift team in that space. So I've gathered that, and I'm not making just hearsay. My fact sheet is from this article here, and they're really detailing on how, yes, that on the Kalenjin Tankroads are struggling, struggles are manifested during the final days on earth of late former Ainabkoi MP William Chepkut. He died a lonely and a poor man living in a servant's quarter in Nairobi. It is said that he had desperately wanted to meet President Ruto using Murkomen before he succumbed. So could not get that. Cases MP Mishra. Mishra is another one of the chopping board, and he's been trying to use Oscar Sudi to reach President Ruto. But that has not. His worry is, despite the fact that he's been doing a lot of philanthropic activities and charity activities to the constituents. Remember, he was the first one Asian community to win a seat there, flooring, and he won against a very strong Jubilee candidate in that area. It is actually believed that he tried to use Sudi. Sudi have tried to broker deal, but has not seen through. That's why he was even told that make sure then you congratulate and show coziness with William Ruto, and has not been. A very interesting article, a very interesting statement here is that Sudi also told Mishra to stop drinking in public since he cannot manage himself and the new president has no time for drunkards. Ukitaka kitu unaweza ambiwa kitu yoyote. Mishra was defeated by Julius Rono, who was running on UDA, and that has been the struggle. Nandi Hills MP Alfred Ketar lost to Bernard Kitur. He's been trying to use David Langat, not in vain. I think Nandi Hills MP even won in 2017 because of UDA, because of Jubilee, the larger Jubilee party. But he had shown a signs of not. He's not been on William Ruto's side for quite some time, and because the UDA fora then became a very good opportunity for Ruto to kick him out. Joshua Kutuny, Deputy Jubilee Secretary General, is also trying to reach out using Caleb Kosetan. So Caleb Kosetan and Sudi have been doing the groundwork, and it has not also been very successful. But Simon Chelugui successfully brought back William Kaptet in the UDA wing to leave out Gideon Moi alone, and it is believed that, of course, with him, it was a little bit successful. Buzeki is one also they called, trying to use Gladys Bose Cholet, but not yet successful. So why do you think that these rebels are being locked out? Because that is what this article is actually saying, Weekly Citizen, October, November 30th. That's what they're saying, that the status gates are closed for them and they have not found an opportunity to meet the president, even though now, everyone is trying to look to get the attention of the man at the head of everything. There is an overconfidence on the UDA wave at the ground level. This overconfidence is the fact that they have the presidency. But I think it is also true it is also wise to learn some few lessons from the Jubilee in Mount Kenya. Jubilee in Mount Kenya 2013, 2017 died in 2022, and it died a natural death, them even turning their back on one of their own, former President Uhuru Kenyatta. So this overconfidence on it, it will not be so much, and that is why this team, or rather the team that are behind the president, are not seeing any essence or any importance of those people, because they're rebels, and even if they are to regroup, they cannot stage any coup in the rift. But this is it. UDA party leadership elections are almost around, And what Ruto would also, my position would also that Ruto would not want to bring this team because they will infiltrate and the party and get within the party portfolio, within the party leadership, even at the grassroots level. And through that, they will be in a position to uproot people who have been William Ruto's team. Remember, there are people who are now in the national space, like the Murkomen and the Chilugui. They're in the cabinet, but maybe in future, people will want to go back to the county, back to become governors in the county and so and so. So because of that, there is internal strategy, internal sabotage in within to make sure that the rebels are locked out. Because if rebels come in and take the UDA party, then the people that are at the top, the status team, when they want to go down at the community to be their governors and get those seats, the rebels will not allow them because they will actually take over the party. So that is also one of the reasons why I see, even though I think President Ruto should embrace the spirit of reconciliation. And if you want to reconcile the whole country, you should start back home. So those rebels, it's not about giving them jobs, but reconciliation is just, we're all together. The question that I want to ask you, and I will try to look at it, is why the president is inaccessible. Why do you think Ruto is not accessible to many? Because I look at Oscar Sudi seems to have been at the periphery. That is my bold analysis, and let's meet tomorrow in my next video.